One Mystery Sports Picks. He's Mike Brenner. I'm Peter Loshak. We're the odds couple. It's week 6 in college football. We're talking with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. We're going to get his take on a bunch of college football games. The first one, Tennessee, Texas A&M. Now, Mike Brenner, yesterday I did my midweek picks update, and Tennessee was one of my picks at +7.
I saw you thinking about that yesterday.
Well, I'm not sure what I'm thinking about it now. But here's my concern.
Sure.
Tell me what you think about it.
Okay.
Tennessee obviously has had to come back from a bunch of
Two times
now.
big time.
Does that mean that they're resilient, or does that mean that they're at some point going to start falling behind and not being able to come back?
Yeah.
And Texas A&M, they've got an efficient offense. They've got a very much improved defense. None of those things are surprises to me. But I'm just wondering how good they are. The issue is that Texas A&M has traditionally also sort of not done well in October, but they're aware of that. So maybe they'll be extra focused on not slipping at this point. They're 4-1 against the spread. Their last game was an ATS loss against South Carolina, which I called, which I gave officially.
Yes, you did.
But before that, they had 4 covers. 7 points is kind of a lot, though. I don't know. Now I'm starting to have a little bit of buyer's remorse. I could always take it back on Friday, though. That's the thing. So before we
you can return that vehicle on a Friday. But Pete, I don't think you need to.
No.
All right. I think, everything you said, it just really makes sense, and I'm dying to see what Joe has to say. But I think A&M is playing. They're playing a little above their heads. All right. Do they deserve? Yes, they do. They're gaining momentum. Yeah. Right? Kevin Sumlin, he's the real deal. But Tennessee has better talent. Yeah. Now, with the win last week that Tennessee pulled off, I think they catapult. I think it makes them more resilient, Pete. And I think A&M, that loss last week against South Carolina, which you nailed, all right? Tennessee, watch that game tape. They know how to attack it. And I think Tennessee's finally going to go, you know what? We're not going to give up. We're not going to have to come from behind. I think they start early and often, and Josh Dobbs goes off. They are not going to be able to stop them.
All right,
don't come down from that ledge.
Joe Duffy, feels like a lot of points to be giving to a talented team like Tennessee. What's your take on this one?
Well, I agree with a lot of things that you've said so far, and I've said so many times over the years, there is no more overrated handicapping statistic when it comes to handicapping spread games than there is the straight-up record. And in the case of Tennessee, look, they've dodged some bullets. They could have easily lost 2 games. Of course, to Appalachian State. Really, you might argue they could have lost 3 games, including the Florida game. But of course, last week was one of the most wild finishes ever. Still, the one thing that I strongly disagree with, Peter, now, it's been my experience in college sports, much more than pro sports, the old 90% of the game is half mental. And the fact that Texas A&M is more than aware of the fact that they've had great Septembers and then they've kind of hit a wall in October, that works against them, not for them. And, if anything, as far as Tennessee maybe not being as good as their record, I think that's going to come back to bite them spread-wise when they're a big favorite. But in this case, they're a pretty darn good team that is an underdog. Yeah. And remember, this team has won 11 straight going back to last year, straight up. And that makes sense because they are a young team, and they're playing like a young team should, just keep getting better and better. So I think this game goes down to the wire. Could be a classic example of one team winning straight up, but the underdog still covering.
All right, that's what I was thinking. I gave this one officially to all of our viewers yesterday at +7. It's a 6.5 or 7 right now, so you would recommend to play on Tennessee +7, Joe?
Yes, I would take Tennessee plus the touchdown.
All right, that sounds good. That's what Joe Duffy does.
If you're going to do that too, then I want you guys to make a bet with me because I'm taking Tennessee on a little side buddy bet here. If I win, you guys take me out for a beer. If I lose, hell, I'll take you out for a steak dinner.
No, we're both on Tennessee though.
He's not on Tennessee. He's on A&M.
Yes.
No, he's on Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee's getting a point.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus, got to stop.
No, that's good.
Okay, that is good. Guess what? Don't stop. You're telling me now they're getting points? They don't need any points. They're going to get the outright win. They're going to beat this team in their backyard by 8 or more.
They're getting, well, they're getting 6.5 or 7, which is
okay, we couldn't
be
any more on the same team. Forgive me, guys. I'm not kidding. It's been, Joe, if I could explain what the last 48 hours have been like, I'll tell you right now, I would accomplish something. It's been crazy, but all good, as they say here, solo bueno. So excuse me for that, and I am absolutely in shock that Tennessee's getting points.
Yeah, they're getting points. That's why I took them yesterday, guessing that if they get down early, they'll come back. If they get a big lead, they'll probably give it up, but still cover the number. All right, so Joe Duffy, OffshoreInsiders.com is where you come from. Tell us a little bit about that. Give us a quick plug.
Yeah, already in with our Wednesday night game of the year on Arkansas State. We record this before the Thursday night action, so another great season. We have a humongous weekend up, already a bunch of big plays for Saturday and Sunday. Visit offshoreinsiders.com for the up-to-the-minute details.
All right, nice. Do you want to add Tennessee to your official record?
Absolutely. Okay. You got to give me Tennessee and the points for the record. And I promise you guys, I pulled, just one of those moments, but I'm not stupid, I'll tell you right now. Wow, I am in shock, and I think they're going to get this win definitely without needing any points.
But I
I'm
gave
adding
this
it.
yesterday in the video.
Pete, it's been a lot of shit going on. I can't keep up with it all. You know, last night I busted down NBA till 1:30 in the morning,
no, I believe you.
preseason.
But,
Okay.
so you want to add that
Yes.
to your official record?
Absolutely.
Okay. You're on
And
it with,
how many
with my
points?
7 plus
Got
7.
it.
You're
Love
on
it.
it with me and Joe Duffy. Thanks so much, Joe.
Boom.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SPR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.